Welcome back, guys.
Hey guys, what's up, movie minded?
It's cracking, guys. We have a topic that we want to talk about. Join the conversation below. Like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell notification around here somewhere.
Bell.
Don't forget. So, it's been coming out on the news a lot that Brie Larson came out and said in an interview with Variety how there's talks about a women-centric Avengers film coming out or in the works or talks in Marvel Studio. It's not coming out yet. So we have a question for all you guys, for us. Does Hollywood need more female-centric films in the comic book genre?
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
Look, I don't blame them for wanting something like that because obviously, that creates, something like, work for them. But when it comes to things like that, I have trouble with really like distinguishing whether they want this out of this whole Me Too woman movement or because they really want something like this in a universe that really has never had something like that.
Yeah. Me
Me personally, like I said before, I don't think we need something like that. I think that if they do that and it works out, then great. I'd be happy with it if it's good. But I don't know if the
majority,
well, not only the majority, but if the intent is really, really like sound, you know what I mean? Do we really need it? Does it really fit into what, Marvel's doing right now? When you push something just out of your political view of it or your own kind of view upon because what's going on in the real world to try to push it on everyone else.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a big comic book fan. I've never seen anything like that. Yes, I'm sure there's been comic centric concentrated a film, with women, but there's also been other comic books that are concentrated on other things, and we don't make a movie about that all the time either. Whatever we make as far as moving forward and whatever they make as moving forward as a film, I think it should be very calculated and that's something that makes sense and that's something that would work. If there's if there's time and if there's a place for that movie, then great. I don't know what they would base it on. I don't know what the storyline would be.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would fit in the third or fourth phase of Marvel.
Yeah. So Brie Larson was talking about this, and she said that multiple people came up to Kevin Feige and pitched the idea of having a Avengers woman-centric, like women of the MCU type of deal, and pushing forward for that. But I'm just kind of worried about the story. About phase 4 making sense or phase 5 or whatever it is, because it becomes, because for me, story is the most important part of anything like media wise, like books and film, even some music, really, to be honest with you. And so if it's coherent and it makes sense and it pushes the story forward, I'm all about it. If it makes kind of a statement for women and if you would want to call women a minority, which I don't think they are, but maybe they are in Hollywood, then yes, I'm all for it. Every single film should have a story, should have something it stands for. And if they want to do something with the women of the MCU, make it feel like right story-wise. And that's all I'm worried about. As far as seeing what the comic book genre needs, as far as more women-centric films, I think we're getting it. Look at Wonder Woman, amazing film. Literally, I think probably my favorite film of the DC universe, second to Superman. But that's just because I feel like it has a special place in my heart. I truly believe that Superman is one of the best films ever made, and the superhero genre. But Wonder Woman's right there with it. I think it's one of the best. And then DC's coming out with Birds of Prey.
Yep.
You know,
which we'll do in our next video.
yeah, we're gonna do a review about that for that trailer in the next video. So follow.
When I come down to everything, just to try to make this video a little bit quicker here, I don't like Brie Larson's portrayal of Marvel. I know she's the one that came out with this, with a lot of this, with this story. I don't like her acting in as Captain Marvel. I really thought Margot Robbie could have done a lot better, and brought like another element to that character, which was a lot more fun. To be honest, I couldn't even get through Captain Marvel completely just because I didn't like the film at all. And because Brie Larson is always, you know, she's notorious known as someone very, very difficult to work with. And I just don't agree with sometimes I feel her method of how she comes across sometimes or whatever. And of course she's going to sugarcoat it because she's in the media. Yeah. But trust me, a lot of the people that are in, you know, behind the scenes that we know, that we found out here and there, she's not the easiest to work with, and she is a very hard person to get along with, as from my understanding. And so at the end of the day, if they do decide to do something, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm all for it. If the story makes sense, heck yeah, man.
Let's do it. I'm there too. So tell us what you think, guys. If you guys agree with us, you guys might not agree with us. You know, girls that watch the show, we don't mean to offend. We just, you know, we try to make my perspective and his perspective are just wanting the film to be the greatest it can. And sometimes if you focus on just one thing, I don't know if that'll work all the time, because there's, you know,
maybe feel forced.
Yeah, it's forced. You feel me? Yeah. So anyway, you guys, tell us what you think. Comment below. Subscribe if you guys would please do that for us. We really thank you guys.
That'd be great.
And ring the bell and press the bell. Okay? And stay
movie minded.
Movie minded.
Peace.